Unfortunately, there's also a lot of misses lately in Hollywood. A lot of misses been building up lately. Megalopolis, Joker 2,
Right.
The Substance. Oh my God, like big, massive misses for the business. So I want to find out, I want to just talk about this one time on Kruse Control. What is the biggest loss, the biggest flop, the biggest miss this year? Let's find out in our feature story of the night. And Mike, it's in Kruse Court. Welcome to Kruse Court, everybody. We're back here again, and the question is, what's the biggest flop? The biggest flop of the year so far? Megalopolis, Joker 2, and I'm throwing in the reins The Substance that came out too, because that trailer came out and Val showed me. I watched the trailer. Trailer's great, and that one also bombed. People are like, what the hell did I just watch? That's the biggest thing that all three of these movies, what the hell did I just watch? Joker 2, like with the singing and the dancing and the sidetracking from the narrative, people are like, this is ridiculous. And then the end thing with Megalopolis, the whole movie pretty much, like what I just watched. I kept saying that the whole time. At least Megalopolis made, well, 4 million opening weekend, horrible. They're saying 11 million second weekend. Overall, they got 11 million bucks. Joker 2 made at least 121 million worldwide, but the second weekend, it's gonna drop to maybe the second biggest drop ever in the business to like 8 to 9 million for the second weekend. Crazy. The Substance did really well. Overall, it's made 18 million, but still at like the budget is 50 million bucks. They're still losing their dollars and their bills and all the money. So what's happening with Hollywood, guys? That's my question. Are we just coming out like horrible content right now because anything actually worked these days? Does this make sense, these flopped? And which one is the biggest flop? The biggest flop so far? That's my question out there in Kruse Control. And which one hurts the most too? That's the question. Which one hurts the most? I still kind of think Joker 2 hurts the most. I think honestly, because they expected that to do well. I think we knew that Megalopolis was not going to do well. Francis Ford Coppola didn't care. He put up his own money. He had to find his own money to sell his vineyards to make this happen, to make this movie happen. So I think he's like, I'm going to lose money. I don't care. I'm making this movie. I think Joker 2 hurts, but I want to know what Kruse Court, what's everybody think? What hurts the most this year? And what's the movie that if you had to sit down and watch one for 5 times straight through, which one that you'll do? That's the question. Gonna go to Mike first here, everybody. Let's go to Mike over here in Kruse. Mike's like, I want that. I want that now.
I do want that. Yeah, I just watched Joker 2 yesterday.
All right, Mike, I'm putting you on the stand, Mike. Putting you on the stand with the truth, the whole truth. Nothing but the truth, so help you, Mike. In Kruse Court.
I swear to Beavis and Butthead, Brian.
Swear. And don't threaten me. Don't threaten me. What's the biggest flop in your book?
The biggest flop, so yeah, I did just go see Joker 2 yesterday, because I like to go see movies in the theater, and that was one of the few options. I honestly would have gone to see Megalopolis if it was available. Joker 2, we explored in the first movie, we explored what it's like to be irrelevant in a society. In Joker 2, we see what it's like to have someone accept you, to have someone recognize you. Harley Quinn sees him and appreciates him for himself. Do I think it was necessary? No. It added very little to kind of the taxi driver statement that they had for the first movie. But it was fun, and for a musical, it wasn't annoying, and it was beautiful to watch. There was a lot of Christopher Nolan kind of vibes. I don't know what his addition to that movie was. Megalopolis, I want to see. Brian gave me Your Honor. Your Honor. His Honor gave me an interesting report from that. And before today, I sat down and I watched all the trailers that I could, and I saw, they're referencing older movies. It seems to be kind of a pay-on, I believe that's a Greek word, a pay-on to the Hollywood of old. So I don't think that you can view this in a vacuum. Meaning, Your Honor, that the guilty party involved in this is neither of these movies that have been suggested, but it is indeed the audience who is not viewing these movies within the context of cinema at large, and thank you, Lexi, and instead just wants, tweetable sound bites, whatever. We need to allow some complexity to be happening between the art form and the people who are hopefully enjoying the art. It's us. We're the problem. We're guilty. Sentence us, Your Honor.
Can that change though, Mike? I don't think that can change. I think that it's just where we're at right now.
That's an incredibly challenging question. I don't know if that is within the realm of Kruse Court to answer.
Yeah.
Can it change? Actually, it can change. If people care and they love and they bring themselves to all the situations in their lives and they fucking vote, Your Honor, it can happen.
Yep, but there you go. So Mike says it can change, but Mike is still saying the one that hurts the most. You think that it's Joker 2?
No, it's us. We're guilty. We're the problem.
Oh, we're guilty. We're the ones that flopped. We're the floppers.
Society.
We're the flopperoos. Let's go to Val here. Val, what do you think about this? Does Gen Z care about any of these projects? Do you care about these projects? Were they doomed to fail? And who do you think is to blame? I want the truth, Val. I want the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. You're in Kruse Court.
Well, let me just say, I think that these are very, very specific genres, at least for the substance, as well as Joker 2. Because, I mean, I don't think everybody goes to see a musical, and I don't think everybody goes to see, like, a body horror film. I mean, it's just not for everybody. But I do think it's really great that they're making films that just aren't, like, digestible for every type of person. I mean, I do commend them on that. I will say, I mean, I think Gen Z was really anticipating the new Joker movie, just because, I mean, Gaga and the first one did so good, but, it just hasn't really done as well. Gen Z loves the substance, and I can't speak for the other one, but the substance...
Megalopolis.
Yeah, I can't really speak about that one too much, but I mean, as far as I know, Gen Z really loves the substance because, I mean, Margaret Qualley's great, but also just, I mean, the commentary on aging and, just in Hollywood in general. And yeah, it's insane. And just, the female experience, I would say, in that sense, for aging in Hollywood.
It's a strange thing. Like, the trailer alone, it's like, I had a friend that watched this, Val, too, and it's like, I found a theater, so I'm gonna go check it out. The substance, they were just like, it's, again, weird. They're like, it's just weird. And the idea of being able to be young and then you go back to your regular age and you're young and go back was really cool. And they say they had a great story, great narrative, but it was just so weird that you have to watch it. And it does play into the whole, like, ageless thing, like, we will live forever, which everybody does. That's Hollywood trope as it is, too. Everybody wants to, like, stay young forever, be acting forever. Of course, it's like Neverland, I would always say. We all come here and want to hold on to that youth and be, lost boys forever. And I think that's a great premise for this, but it just also, it could be like a thing about the industry, too. People just don't want to pay to go to movies now, Could just be as simple as that.
Right.
Yeah,
what was that,
that could definitely be part of it.
But they can't afford to.
Can't afford to. That's another whole thing too. On top of it, I don't even know if it's even even the business or actually the producer or the director's problem. I think overall it's just there's so many flops this year. And I saw the Borderlands thing out there too. Borderlands, but I don't think we expect that to be a hit either. I think they knew that was going to fail. There was no promotion for that. There was nothing. I just think a lot of things are flopping based off budget, based off what it is. I still think Joker's going to hurt the most this year at the end of the day. GR, let's put you on the stand, man. Let's get you out there and tell us how you're feeling, because I want the truth, GR, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you, Waters, GR. What do you think, man? Tell me the truth.
So help you, Daddy.
So help you, thirsty daddy. What is the biggest bomb in your book? And do you think it's the business, or you think that's just like horrible content they're giving us?
I agree with Mike. It is the business and us. But as far as the movies go, definitely Joker. And as you said, Brian, Megalopolis. Thank you. Big word. Nobody expected that to be a hit. It was his money, his show. It was a little strange to say the least, but the Joker flat out sucked. I want to see a musical. I go back to the 40s or the 30s, and that's when they made musical. They don't make musicals anymore, especially ones with bad singing. I mean, that movie sucked.
It should be good singing overall. But then again, Todd Phillips said, hey, sing bad because you're in jail. And that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
I got a Rocky Horror shirt on right here, my friend.
Nice.
All right, well, Lexi. Lexi.
Kanji on there.
You got to rock, Lexi. Your take on this. I'm throwing it on the stand here in Kruse Court. Is this just a business? Or are they just giving us shit right now? What's going on in Hollywood? What's going on? Dude, quack away. Quack away.
I'm quacking. You saved the harshest for last and you knew it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to be brutal about Joker. And it's because I know about people who are into Joker. I study the psychology behind people who are into Joker. When the Joker movie came out, it was very appealing to white males in a particular demographic.
Incel, you can say the word if that's what you're thinking.
It definitely was incels. Incels were another one, but it was like more than that. It was like very appealing to a particular type of disenfranchised male that was feeling a particular way at that time, and the movie made them feel empowered to start engaging in certain behaviors. And after that, that's where you got figures like Andrew Tate coming out and things like that, and that's where you kind of got this new wave male behaviors that come out now, like these more like where they blatantly attack women and blatantly attack out society.
This is the death of satire, though, is it not? Like, what were they trying to embolden these behaviors with Joker 1, or were they portraying them to condemn them?
The person who made it clearly was just really into Taxi Driver and had an idea for Joker. And
it was 100% Taxi Driver, yeah.
So they weren't really like thinking about that when they made the film. They didn't really understand that when Heath Ledger made the Joker, all those years ago, that it also spawned this kind of behavior that came out of people, because Heath Ledger's Joker was really what spawned the school shooter type to really latch on to the character. And so when the second Joker film was coming, they thought that they were going to get a second empowerment film. They thought they were going to get more of the same. They thought they were going to get
massive.
Yes, I'm going to get more of the ha ha ha, that kind of shit. And they got a musical with Lady Gaga. And the guy said it was going to be a musical when he was making it. I said this before, and he said it was gonna whatever. When it came out, they got the wrong thing, and he alienated that fan base. I'm not mad.
Was that deliberate then?
I think it was deliberate. I think it's
that's awesome. Then I think
it's great. I love it. But why did it fail? It failed exactly for those reasons, because of the exact conversation I'm having. There was no way Joker 2 was going to succeed. As soon as they said it was a musical with Lady Gaga, I said this movie will bomb.
But it's Lady Gaga.
Yeah, of course. She's wonderful. We said this movie will bomb. It's a Joker film with Lady Gaga that's a musical. How could it not? It's not going to appeal to the incels. How is that not? They're the people, they're the demographic for this.
Appeal to anybody. It sucked.
and that might be. I haven't actually watched the film, so I can't actually make an assessment on it. But I can tell you that just off of that assessment, that your core demographic was never going to watch that film. And
that's incredible. Yeah, that's incredible. Then coming after a $1 billion successful movie, they say, okay, the studio says you have to come up with a sequel to it, and then they do something that totally undercuts the main, main audience that they have for the movie.
Everybody doesn't like something, or most people don't like something. You don't speak for everyone. You don't know what everybody likes. You don't like musicals. You don't know what most people like.
Don't lie to the pep star.
Because when Wicked comes out, I guarantee you that's going to kill in the box office. Kill.
I think it'll do great. I think it'll do great. I just think that.
Oh my god, it's going to kill.
You have Lady Gaga, though. I really thought I had some friends, like diehard friends, who were like really excited about this movie, being like, "This is going to be the biggest blockbuster of the year because of Lady Gaga, biggest one."
Long time. She's got a fan base for sure, but she's got hard to climb.
A different fan base though is the thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not a lot of
Incel.
crossover there.
Yeah.
Megalopolis is concerned. I just wanted to get back.
Megalopolis.
But Megalopolis is like very clearly a Roman. Like it's about Rome. He's Caesar. It's Rome. It's a bunch of Romans.
Yeah.
It's a Roman story. But then they slip some science fiction in, so it's Rome science fiction. I'm like,
Home in New York.
you want my opinion?
Yep.
It's too far over everybody's heads. Y'all ain't smart enough for this shit.
High concept. Fucking bring it.
So you didn't watch it.
I only hear that in the bedroom, buddy.
You could, I mean, also like I agree with GR. They weren't gonna watch this. Like it really wasn't like a movie that was gonna do well in theaters. It just wasn't. I'm extremely excited to watch this film. I really want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it in a theater. I want to watch it at home where I can smoke it.
IMAX.
Because I'm
IMAX.
It'd be great in IMAX.
You can chief on your little vape unit in,
Right,
in
exactly.
the IMAX theater. Nobody would care.
That right there makes so much sense.
I'm not gonna say I don't, but I like look,
You did.
but like even though I'm like it is above people's heads, like also he's not wrong either. Like they weren't really gonna go see this. This wasn't the kind of thing that was ever gonna, even at a time in like I'm gonna say like in the 2000s when stuff like this would have sold. Like like the Vanilla Sky era.
I love Vanilla Sky.
Absolutely, one of my favorite films. The original's better though. But Open Your Eyes. What the original is. It's so much. No, the original's so good. With all in Spanish. Oh my god.
And we not.
You just like your boy because he gives you work. Anyway,
I do love Tom Cruise. I do love Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is good in that movie too. But anyway, genuinely, like I think in the early like 2000s, like 2002, 2003, that this movie would have killed, and it actually would have been like one of those. Oh, we'll celebrate him for this movie because it's one of the biggest directors of all time, right? But like I don't know. I think like in today's market, like that kind of stuff isn't really. Nothing is. I mean, the fact that Furiosa had such a poor. And
that bomb too. Another big budget one. That bomb.
And I finally watched that on HBO. I didn't see it in theater, and I have to say, like, I didn't think it was great. I think that it was fun. You know what was weird? I thought
I enjoyed it.
I thought it had too much action and not enough story. Like
a lot of action.
I was like, there's so much action. I was bored. I was like, you ever been like in that place where I'm like, just like, can you get like? I thought there was no plot, there was no story because it was so much action. Like,
I still love Chris Hemsworth in that. I think he did great with that big nose and all that.
That film, and I love the chariot.
GR's not about it.
But like,
that's not a big bomb though this year. Big bomb.
It really wasn't all that good. When I was done with the movie, I walked away from it going like, It was like
I just think they're not giving us. They're not giving us intriguing stories enough to get us to go to the theater to pay the money. That's what it comes down to.
Packed with that much action, can't pull an audience in and make money. How the fuck is Megalopolis going to make any money?
Good question. Peppy, what do you think about Megalopolis?
What the hell were they smoking?
Yeah, it's a good question, man. I don't know what they were smoking. Peppy did not know what was happening. Val, do you want to see, even though these reviews are bad, you love Lady Gaga, do you want to even see this at this point? Will you go on will you watch it at home even at this point?
Oh yeah, I want to I want to watch it just because I want to know. Like I want to be in the know completely about like what the movie's actually like. I mean,
do you have any friends that liked it?
Saying about it. No. I don't have any friends who actually really liked it. Everybody's just kind of been like, "Oh yeah, very disappointing," which
that was a movie.
Is insane. Yeah. But I mean, wow, like Lexi, your take was very on point though. Like I didn't think about it that way of like the original one was very much worshipped by like just incel dudes, just white incel dudes. And so of course this one wasn't going to be.
That's all the Joker is. And those men and women that idolize Harley and Joker, it's like that's idolizing the relationship. What's wrong with you?
J.
Not in a relationship to idolize.
This is art. Art portrays ugly parts of humanity. Like, come on.
Well, the movie is fine. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like out in the world, these people that are like, she's my heart.
What is this trash?
Gross.
It's an abusive relationship. Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait to go home and be abused.
Who is this for? That's all I want. Who is this for?
That is sad. It's horrifyingly sad. You're correct, Lexi.
That is not a relationship to idolize. That's relationship goals in any conceivable fucking way.
I just hate because this year is like, we had the strikes and we have a lot less content coming out, and the content that has come out, a lot of it has not done well because it just feels like they rushed it. Maybe they rushed it because of the strikes. Maybe they cut some corners. Maybe they just weren't creative enough. There's plenty of time to sit down and write something that's great and then film it. We didn't get that. And I still like Megalopolis. I'll still say it's a beautiful movie. Beautiful movie. Weirdest movie I've seen in my whole life. And I saw Joker. I would say Joker is really weird too, but it's a beautiful looking movie. Cinematography, acting, all that's great. It just didn't need the songs. Could have been shorter. Could have been tighter, and we could have got to the point quicker. It would have been better again. And I could have seen the Joker be the Joker as opposed to being like he's not the Joker. But that's what it is. Movies are gonna bomb. A lot are gonna keep bombing. A lot have bombed this year, and it's really unfortunate because the business needs good stuff and get those butts in the seats now more than ever. And unfortunately, it might lead the way to the end of cinema.
Yo, player, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the pep star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.